Assalamu alaikum, everyone. I just jumped off of 2 Instagram lives with my brother, my friend, my mentor, Habeeb Akande, who is an accomplished author and researcher. He's a sex expert, and he's just an overall good human being. He's just a good person. And I wanted to just do a really quick video that I will save on my Instagram TV, IGTV. Yeah, IGTV. It's been so long since I've done these, I forgot the name of it. And I just want to shout out Habeeb. Habeeb is somebody who I met in 2016. I met him. I heard of him in 2015, right before I came back from Saudi Arabia. And a sister saw his book, A Taste of Honey, in a bookstore and said, "This looks like something that you would be interested in." And so I said, yeah, I would really like that book. But, you know, as things go, it was not easy to get it shipped to Jeddah. And I sent him a message on Twitter. And I said, hey, this is me. This is what I do. I did not have a social media profile or anything. And he literally said in that first interaction, whatever it is that I can do to help you, please let me know. And he has stuck by that 100%. Habeeb is somebody who I don't even know how he finds media references, but he'll send me something and say, hey, did you know that they published you in this Australian paper? Did you know that you were on BBC? Did you know that you were in this place? And he doesn't expect anything from me. He does not say, Angelica, can you post this? Angelica, can you give me money for this? Angelica, can you promote this? Angelica, can we do this? It's never coercive. It's never with any level of expectation. When he says that he wants to support, he just supports. And I see him do it not just with me. I see him do it with a lot of women who are educators within the field of sexuality. And I just really appreciate him. He has his own platform. Habeeb has authored 6 books. He writes books not just about sexuality, right? He writes books about history. I was talking to a very famous and popular teacher here. I'm trying not to say his name, but he's friends with Habeeb because they were students together at Al-Azhar. So I really applaud the work that Habeeb does, because not only is he trained in this field of sexuality, he also has religious training. And he is a person, when we were speaking on the live, that's how we always talk. I never have to worry about a conversation becoming manipulative. I never have to worry about a conversation becoming unseemly in any way. When he says he's a Muslim, he behaves as a Muslim. And I had an opportunity to meet Habeeb in person in what year is this? It's 2020. So it wasn't 2019. I think it was 2018 at the Black Muslim Psychology Conference. He was a keynote speaker at the conference. And you know how you see people on social media and you think they'll be different in person? He was better in person because he has a quiet demeanor, very respectful and very, very knowledgeable, mashallah, and never one to utilize the labor of women. We see that this happens a lot in, I'll just say, in Muslim spaces where women are expected to give their intellectual, physical, and emotional labor for free. It's almost expected, even when you're on the same, playing field. And I have a quick story about Habeeb. This is our first time meeting in person. Standing room only at his workshop, as it should have been. And then he did a panel discussion, standing room only. I couldn't even get in. Somebody had to come out so I could go in. And he had flown over from London just for the conference, and they had misplaced his luggage. So and his books were in the luggage. Everybody wanted to buy his book. So when his luggage got there, it was the last day. It was Sunday, the last day of the conference. And he had to arrange something with the airline, and he couldn't sell the books. I said, just give me the suitcase. I'll sell them. He's like, no, I can't ask you to do that. I said, Habeeb, just go. I'll set it up. He was gone for like maybe 45 minutes. When he came back, all the books were gone. I sold all the books. And he said, "Oh, Angelica, you're a real market woman." I said, "I am. I sold all of those books. I sold every last book." And he gave me some copies of his book he didn't. Okay. So I sold all of the books, and then I was planning to have a retreat a couple months later. So I said, "Habeeb, I need a dozen books." And he sent me the invoice, for the books. And then he sent the books, but he sent twice the number of books that I ordered. And that's just speaks to the caliber of the person that he is. So I believe in reciprocity. We did that live together, and he would not let me talk about him. But I just pray that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continues to increase him. I pray that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continues to enrich him and give him access. I pray that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protects him and the work that he does, because he's truly an example of how we need other Muslim men to show up in terms of their support. He is an example of how we need our brothers to protect the work and not try to usurp spaces that we occupy. We could have done this live a long time ago. We could have done this live on my Instagram. We could have, had everybody pay for a workshop, but that's not the way that Habeeb operates. He is never going to overburden you. He's never going to ask you to do too much. And he's one of the few people that I know who will just reach out and say, "Angelica, slow down. You're doing too much." I might not hear from Habeeb for 3 months, and Habeeb will send me a message and say, "I seen you on Instagram too much. Are you drinking water? Are you resting?" And that means a lot. So I'm talking about Habeeb Akande. Go to his publishing house. He also publishes, he didn't talk about any of this. He also publishes his own books, rabah.com, RABAAH.com. Buy his books. He has a new book called Women of Desire that is coming out. But don't just buy his books on sexuality. He also has a book called Illuminating the Darkness. He has a book called Illuminating the Performance. I think that's what it's called. He writes about he's a very smart person, does not hog the spotlight, does not hog the limelight, but definitely a history maker. So I just had to come on and say that, yes, it's Habeeb Akande. So I'll leave this up so that people can see it and people can give him his flowers. Definitely follow him. Follow Habeeb's feed. He's able to say things that I can't say, that I wish I could say, that I can't say. But the standards are different. He's a man, I'm a woman. And while we may not like it to be different, we understand that the standards are different. But people always ask me, well, who's teaching the men? Habeeb. Who's talking to the men? Who can the men ask questions to? Habeeb. And I say it in private when people send me DMs, and I'll say it publicly. If you have questions, if you want, your husband to know something, this is a real interesting brother on Instagram, you should follow him. His name's Habeeb. Habeeb Akande. You can follow him on Facebook. You can also follow him on Twitter. He's been published in so many different media outlets. And anytime a brother comes to me and says, "Angelica, I have questions," I say, your question is better dealt with Habeeb Akande, because I believe it. So I don't want to just say it privately. I'll also say it publicly. Yes, and Habeeb will show pictures that I won't show. So let me tell you, some of Habeeb's feet ain't safe for work. It's not safe for work, but he is truly my brother. I crack up. Sometimes I'll send him a message like, "You crazy," but it's all rooted in preserving our cultures, preserving our collective cultures and their approach to sexuality, and also preserving the Islamic approach to sexuality, because Islam is a sex-positive religion. Sex is a part of worship. So if you're looking for a space where there's a man talking about sexuality from an Islamic lens, there is no other person that I would suggest other than Habeeb Akande. And he did save the lives over on his page. So with that being said, I am going to get off because this is a lot of talking for one day. But I've been looking forward to this since last week. So yep, I appreciate you, Habeeb, and I cannot wait. For those of you who live in the UK, let me tell you something. Inshallah, as soon as it is safe to come to the UK, I'm coming. I'm doing a speaking tour, and inshallah, I'm going to convince Habeeb to do a workshop with me. So just get ready. I just want you to just get ready, because we were planning to do it in April of this year, but then Corona happened. So just get ready. And yes, you can buy passages not just for married women. It's for all women. It's technically, I've had a few men who've purchased it and who've used it. I had one brother who read it and he cried as he was talking to me about the book. So it's for anyone. So inshallah, I will put the link to download passage in the bio. Again, say salam alaikum. Tell everybody where you went this weekend.
Las Vegas, and our hotel was called Pool Tower.
He wanted to tell somebody that he went to Las Vegas on a socially distanced vacation. But yes, inshallah, as soon as it's open to come back to the UK, I'm coming over there. And I have two entities to thank for that. Habeeb Akande, first and foremost, because he was my first introduction to a UK audience. And then my lovely sisters at Amalia, which if you're not following Amalia _com, AMALIAH_COM. If you're not following Amalia, you absolutely should. Habeeb and Amalia single-handedly are responsible for introducing me to a UK audience. So I'm super, super excited. So, all right, I have to jump off. You want to say any last words? Why you keep sighing like you just worked a long day of work?
Because I've been building stuff and it broke. I built Optimus Prime and it always break.
You built Optimus Prime and it broke?
Yeah, with Legos.
Legos are supposed to break. That's not broken. You just have to reconstruct it. You just got to build from the ashes, brother. You ain't never heard about that? We live in Phoenix. That's what Phoenix means. To rise from the ashes, you just got to build it all over again. You want to go try again?
No, I want to build a truck, so can you help me build it?
Oh, I don't do Legos. That's not part of my job description. Sorry. I love you, but I don't do Legos. All right, everyone. I've got to go. Buy Habeeb's book. Go to his workshops. If he has virtual workshops or if he has in-person workshops, be on the lookout for his new book, Women of Desire. I will be doing a giveaway as soon as it drops. I will be giving out one copy of his book to 12, I won't say lucky, 12 blessed individuals. So be on the lookout for that. Abba, one time, can we get a pose? Remember how you were posing in the pictures? Everybody wants to see you do a pose real quick. You got to pose like you did with the bikers. One of these. Come on. Hit me. Step back. Oh! That's what I'm talking about. Stunting on him.
Okay, that's enough.
Okay.
Mom, and can we go to a store today so I can get something?
First comes the pose, then comes the hustle. I'll talk to y'all later. Assalamu alaikum.
Yeah.